The PS5 Pro is likely to come this year. And this is largely because GTA 6 is coming next year. That's what an analyst told CNBC this week. Sony is likely to release a refreshed version of the PlayStation 5 this year after the company cut its forecast for sales of its flagship console. Analysts also said the move would be designed to boost interest in the PlayStation 5 and offer a souped-up piece of hardware ready for release of GTA 6 in 2025. One of this decade's most hotly anticipated games. First released in November 2020, Sony's PlayStation is now more than 3 years old. The Japanese gaming giant cut its forecast last week for PS5 sales for the fiscal year ending in March from 25 million units to 21 million units. An executive said last week during the company's earnings call that Sony is expecting a gradual decline in unit sales from the next fiscal year. When this has happened in past console cycles, gaming firms have looked to bring out a refreshed piece of hardware to reinvigorate sales. For example, Sony launched a Pro version of the PlayStation for the previous generation console around 3 years after the PS4 was initially launched, so that's why analysts are now expecting a PlayStation 5 Pro from Sony. There seems to be a broad consensus in the game industry that Sony is indeed preparing a launch of a PS5 Pro in the second half of 2024. Siren Toto, CEO of Tokyo-based games consultancy Con Games, told CNBC, and Sony will want to make sure to have a great piece of hardware ready when GTA 6 hits in 2025, a launch that will be a shot in the arm for the entire gaming industry. So far, Sony launched a slightly upgraded PS5 last year, as well as a handheld console called the PlayStation Portal. But the PS5 Pro would likely be a much bigger upgrade, even as expectations of a new console rise. Sony is grappling with a big issue. The profit margins at its key gaming business are sitting near decade lows. On the earnings call, Sony management said the aim for its gaming business is to optimize sales with a greater emphasis on the balance with profits. George Josel, senior principal analyst at Omia, said this could mean that even when the PS5 Pro comes out, Sony may not cut the price of the current PS5, as has been the trend in the past. Therefore, a scenario where Sony launches a PS5 Pro but still experiences declining year-on-year hardware sales is very much within the realms of possibility. G. Ash said PS5 Pro release state rumors pointing to a 2024 release have been swirling for some time now, but timing it for the launch of the next Grand Theft Auto game sure to be one of the best PS5 games ever would seem like a great opportunity for Sony to show off what this amazing hardware can do. There's some talk among people in the industry that the current PS5 might only manage to run GTA 6 at 30 frames per second, which isn't the best quality for such a high-profile game. There might be a performance option to boost the game to 60 frames per second, but this could mean the game won't look as good with potential cuts in the game's visual details. This is where the idea of a PS5 Pro comes into play. That console could offer the extra power needed to run games like GTA 6 with the highest quality graphics and performance. We're talking about playing games in 4K resolution with smooth gameplay at 60 frames per second, and with all the fancy visual effects like ray tracing, which makes the game lighting look incredibly realistic. It's also possible that Sony and Rockstar Games might be working together behind the scenes, a collaboration that makes sense given the dynamics of the gaming industry. Companies like Sony and Microsoft often provide development kits to game studios, allowing them to optimize their games for both current and upcoming console hardware. This practice ensures that games can fully utilize the capabilities of the hardware, providing the best possible experience for gamers. In the case of GTA 6, a game that's expected to push the boundaries of open world gaming, it's possible that Rockstar might have communicated to Sony the limitations they faced with the current PS5 hardware. Given the ambition and scale of GTA 6, Rockstar likely aims to include a lot of advanced features and graphical enhancements that could strain the capabilities of the existing console's features, such as highly detailed environments, complex AI behaviors, and advanced physics, combined with cutting-edge graphical effects like ray tracing and 4K resolution, require substantial processing power and graphical capabilities. This scenario could have led to a discussion between Rockstar and Sony about the need for more robust hardware to fully realize the vision for GTA 6. A new, more powerful PS5 Pro would not only benefit Rockstar by allowing them to showcase GTA 6 in its full glory, but also serve Sony's interests by driving demand for the new console. All of us waiting to experience the latest GTA installment with all its fancy features would have a solid reason to upgrade to the new console. Are you going to buy the PS5 Pro if it indeed launches this year? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching.